What's up, y'all? This is Big Bad John. Just briefly introducing myself before we jump into the video. I live in Central Texas and we're down and dirty. So, what we are yet is an open air pit mine. And man, these things are massive. They're like this one right here is roughly maybe 1,200 acres, about 2 square miles. This is right on the Edwards Aquifer Recharge Zone, right there at the Balcones Fault Line. And every creek in this region has been pretty extensively studied, except for this creek. And you know that there's special interest involved in that. There's a lot of hypocrisy going on in our country right now. Environmental laws seem to not be something that people care about anymore, and the government is no longer enforcing. About 5 seconds ago on your screen, you saw like a 1,000 acre caliche lot that was just full of old parked cars. Okay, well, that's all right. But here's 2015. There was a big flood in San Marcos River. We've had a few since then, but nothing like that. Again, just kind of showing more of the industrialization going on around New Braunfels, San Marcos, all of Texas, really, except for West Texas. You know what's interesting about West Texas? I'm actually going to go out there pretty soon, and we're going to do some reporting. I view myself as an investigative journalist and a scientist as well. Kind of an intuitive scientist. I'm not very orthodox, let's just say that. Or mainstream, as you might say. See, what's up with... Did you see that thing that I zoomed in on? It's like a big hole that was dug, but then there's excavated soil, it looks like, but then there's also an equal volume of caliche just chilling there right next to it. It's very strange, as if almost that caliche was extracted from that little pit, from that little hole. But I know that it wasn't. There's a lot of mysteries, man. And these are the type of things that kind of keep my fire lit, you know what I mean? And so sometimes you can start feeling like life is dull or whatever, but really just start looking into the small details in nature specifically. Nature will always give you at least a warm feeling. Anywho, so we're coming over here. We're kind of studying this area. It's a very bizarre spot over here. I am affiliated with the owner, but I know some inside baseball going on here. Kind of a neat area. That pond used to be a lot healthier looking just recently, even 9 months ago. I suspect that the disruption in the soil strata in that little watershed that we're looking at has really disrupted the quality of the pond water. But hey, man, we are just doing field studies and observations, so hopefully we will have a solution, or nature will correct itself over time, which God always finds a way, because He is so great. I think that in this video we're coming in for kind of an emergency landing, because I'm flying right now from maybe 2 miles away, and I intend to come pick up the drone, so I'm going to actually land over here and then drive over. Go ahead, and I'm really interested on what kind of viewership I'm getting right now. I see that I have a sizable amount of returning viewers, and I really want to know what you guys are about. I'm trying to figure out the niche of this channel, right? And regardless, I'm going to take it on the niche that I want to. I'm not going to let the algorithm decide for me. But let's try to buck the whole algorithm worship concept model. Let's try to form a organic community. And so I really would like to come up with a way to foster more discussion going on in the comments, and maybe also get us onto a different platform. Something a little bit more grassroots, if you know what I mean. Man, I don't like it when I see trees that are being unduly bulldozed. This tree over here that we're going to see, I swear it used to be a lot bigger. So trees, just like our muscles, right? Look at your arm, right? Sometimes it can be bigger and smaller, right? Depending on your health and your vitality. That's the same with trees. I've noticed it, like, through my experiences and observations. Like, a tree, there's one tree, for example, that's like at least 7 feet in diameter. I'm talking at least, I kind of pulled the mic away, at least 7 foot in diameter at one point. A very, very old oak tree. And when I returned to it, it was much smaller. And this was about a 3-year time period. And when I did return to it, it was during a deep, deep drought. And you just have to imagine, like, when things dehydrate, especially living systems, they contract, right? And so trees, absolutely, if they get into bad health, they shrink. And I think that can be very considerable. And I've never seen that written anywhere. And it's so simple. So that's just one field observation to look out for on your own. There's a little remnant of ash juniper that I actually put in a petition to save, but I don't know how much longer it'll make it alive. Once you damage the roots of any plant, it's a long journey back to get to the good health. Like, when I was a kid, I never would have considered that. You know, like when you're digging out in the yard and you hit a root, you just barrel right through it, cut it. But, like, just that action right there could actually lead to the death of trees in the periphery. And it may not happen right away, but it has a major effect, though. It sure does. All right, I think that we're coming in for a landing right around here. Yep. A skid steer. We're going to get that running. I'm currently in downtown San Marcos, Texas. This video is being shot in rural Hays County, which is the county that San Marcos resides in. Ooh, it looks like I decided to kind of jump up. Right now, I live in downtown, and T-Pain is playing at this bar that I live right next to. And I'm in love with a stripper. Approximately 2008, I think that song came out. I was a freshman in high school. Quite a foolish song, really. If I have any viewers, any of you guys that live in Michigan or Alaska, I want you to, if you will, talk about your state in terms of geography, geology, just the nature of it. I'm very interested in those two states. And of course, I haven't been to Alaska, I've been to Michigan. But, just because you've been somewhere doesn't mean you know it. And so I would like to hear from a native or a local or at least a resident. Even if you live in downtown Detroit, I'd love to hear. So actually, this is interesting. When I was flying, all of a sudden I hear bam, 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 bam. Somebody started shooting like a rapid procession. And I'm pretty sure that there's a good chance that they were shooting at the UAV I was flying, the drone, the unmanned aerial vehicle. And so I was kind of honing in on where the gunshots were coming from in this clip. And then I realized, you know what, I don't give a dang. It's illegal to shoot down somebody's drone, though, I will say that. But, yeah. So where you see right there, that's actually where I am located as I'm flying this drone. So that place way off in the distance. Way. That's my location right now. Woo! Autofocus. Keep in mind, guys, this is my very first flight with the DJI Mavic 3 Pro. I came from the Mini 4 Pro and the Mini 4K. And oh my gosh, this thing, like the hair on the back of my neck stuck up whenever I first powered this thing on. It was like, whoa. You get the triple cameras, has 28 timed zoom. That's a hybrid zoom. It's 7 times optical zoom. You can switch between 1, 3, and 7. I think right now we have it on maybe 28. And then we jump back to 7, I think. On the clip, actually. But yeah, it's like, so in the Mini 4 Pro, the zoom, I don't believe that it's even optical zoom on the Mini 4 Pro nor the Mini 4K. It allows you to go up to 4 times. 3 times. Ooh, the police just drove by. I love living downtown. But yeah, 3 to 4 times zoom. And on the Mini 4 Pro, man, it's 28 times. It is nuts. Truly. So you see that dark shadow right there? Of course, there's the turtle to the right, but to the left, that is a living creature that is in there, and it roams around the pond. I have not figured out what type of animal that is, or aquatic that is. But if you go to the very beginning of my channel, there's actually a clip titled, like, "Help me identify this alligator." And it was back in August, and I shot a clip of that dark shadowy. Okay, the audio kind of cut for a minute. So what I was saying is that dark shadow thing, like, I'll follow up on it, but it's always present, but it's always in a different portion of the pond. And when I walk along the edges of the pond, it follows me. Man, it's something out of like a Scooby-Doo horror story, really. It does remind me actually of a Scooby-Doo movie where they're in Louisiana and there's like this swamp creature guy. Yeah, it's could be related to the let's just say it could be related to the Book of Enoch and the Nephilim and the fallen angels, but it's more likely to be a secular, terrestrial, land-based, or, earthly thing. Anywho's back to the industrialization of Texas and its subsequent struggles. There's my location again. We are testing out the amazing zoom abilities. Man, I used 1.5 terabytes of data this last 30 days. Crazy. I recommend that you guys use Epsom salt. Like, rub it into your skin and stuff. It's very exfoliating. Okay, I think that this is gold ore locked away in a rock. Not the best picture. This is a much better picture. That's got to be ore. Maybe it's sulfides. I recommend to get an EMF tester. It's basically a magnetometer, but you can test and see what's going on in the world today. But no, you can test and see how much EMF you have going on in your periphery and your environment, and you can adjust, you can change things in your life accordingly, because that is not a very safe thing to have going on in your living environment, high levels of EMF. Alright guys, thanks for watching, bye.